Hello, 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 my friends. Michelle here with MB Creations, and I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cute baddie Halloween wreath. Normally I would have this all set up with the mesh in it and everything when I do my lives. However, I'm going to show you how to put the mesh in and everything from the very beginning, even how I squish my wreaths. So let me show you the sign that is the inspiration for this wreath. It is so stinking cute. So this is a sign. Isn't it cute? I love it. I got this sign from Babam Wreath. That's BABAM Wreaths.com. And it's got like a sandy texture on top, which I love, and it's got a little bit of glimmer in it, but not too much. So I love this little bat. Isn't he cute? Oh my god, he's so stinking cute. I love him. So that's the inspiration for our sign. So if you're having trouble with trying to figure out designs and how to put colors together, so it comes from a lot of different areas. So like my inspiration is the sign, so now my colors are going to be pulled from that sign. It could be an object that you're going to be putting in, you know, as the focal centerpiece, as a focal point. Sorry y'all, I have allergies and I just got done sneezing right before I pushed the record button. Anyway, it also could be from ribbon. So you may have a ribbon that you really like, and that's your choice of, that's where your design is created around. It could be from flowers. Like I did a wreath not too long ago where I really wanted to use these flowers from Hobby Lobby, and they were a gray and it had a purple tinge to them. So that's where I got my color palette from. So it can come from different avenues. Also, you know, look at Pinterest. Pinterest is a good way to get ideas for inspiration. Don't go copying anybody's work, because that's not really ethical, but you know, you take the idea and create it as your own, put your own spin on it, that kind of thing. So we're going to be taking 4 different colors of mesh. Okay, so we got these. We got a purple, a fuchsia, and this is kind of like a light peach color, and black. So in the sign is a light orange color, this one right here. And I didn't have a light orange. I had like just a regular bright orange. So, and it's got a little bit of white in it, so this would actually go pretty perfect with that. I don't know if you can see that, but okay. So, you know, if you have a sign and you want to take it with you, like to the store or something like that, feel free to do that. It will help you match your colors better. Now this wreath base is a 24-inch, let me see if you can see that, 24-inch wreath base that I get from Hobby Lobby. They're regularly $11.99. Hobby Lobby has not come out with their Christmas bases yet, and even when they do, normally they put them online and you can order them online, but however, last year they only had them in the store. I tried finding them online, they didn't have any. All they had was a 30-inch, and I do have a 30-inch, but that's going to be too big for this project. So just find your evergreen wreath bases wherever you can find them. You can use a regular work wreath form for this, but you're not going to be able to squish it. You can try, but you can leave it round as well. But I always squish mine so that it's oblong to me. It fits better in the box. I use a 24 by 24 by 10 box. Even though this is a 24-inch wreath, it's going to end up being bigger than that, but if I put it in the box diagonal, let's say this is the box, and I put it in diagonal, it fits perfect. Okay, so how I do this is I just take my wreath, I turn it over, and I just start pushing it from either side. There, so it's oval, just like that. Okay, then you may, if it's wobbly, you just want to take it and kind of press it down like that. Okay, now what I do is I take my ties like this, and I tie them across and twist them. What this does is it gives it some feet. Okay, so when you're putting something in the middle, like normally I do, I need something in the middle so my sign or embellishment or focal piece does not sink down the middle. Now you can take pipe cleaners and take two and twist the ends together and tie them around the back. That's an option too, because either way will work. Now if the ties don't want to meet together, you may have to squish it together a little bit more. Let's do this one. There we go. So I got 4 going across. And we are going to end up adding mesh in the middle. I don't fluff my wreaths, just because, what's the point? I mean, you're going to be putting mesh in the middle anyway, so it's not going to matter. Okay. Okay, bear with me here real quick. It's allergy season, y'all. Okay, so let me show you how I do this. I don't ever measure anything. Nobody's going to notice if they're all the same length, width, whatever. Nobody's going to notice. So how I do this is I pull this up like this. Okay, just like shoulder length. Okay, and I cut it. Now if you need to know the measurement, it's about 19 inches long. Okay, and I take the ends like this, and I curl it in with its natural curl, make curls, and then scrunch it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And then I just start from the bottom. Anywhere is fine, it doesn't really matter where. And twist it. Okay? And you can put whatever colors together next to each other that you want. To me, it doesn't really matter. This is going to be a very colorful wreath. You could also add a regular pink to this as well if you don't have the coral peach or the light peach, because there is like a baby pink in there in that sign, which we're going to be using in some of our flowers. This is a good, the evergreens are a good way to use your leftover mesh, because I never use a full roll of mesh on my evergreen base. Now with a work reform, you may not have that option. I mean, you can still use leftover, but work reforms, they have 18 ties, so you need to, that's what another reason why I don't work with reform, because I don't know how to count anything. So you got 18 ties, so you need to cut your mesh. And if you're using one color, that's easy. If you're using 2, then you divide it by 2, so on. So, and then you got to do the same thing with your ribbon, and to me it's a hassle. But, I mean, that's what I first started on, so it's not a big deal. You can make this wreath on a work wreath form. You can even do this probably on a grapevine. I've seen people put mesh on a grapevine as well, if that's all you have. Once you put everything in here, nobody's going to know if it's an evergreen, a work wreath form, grapevine. Honestly, customers really don't care what the base is. They're looking at the front of it, not what's inside of it as the base. Okay. Now, this is kind of the boring part, so if you get a little bored with this, it's redundant, you can fast forward. I am probably going to speed up the video on this part as well, since you've seen me put in a couple. And so I'm just going to keep doing this, going all the way around, alternating the colors. One tip I would give you is I would suggest not putting the same colors next to each other. You need to alternate them. Unless you're doing a wreath that's got all the same colors, then obviously that's not the case. Okay, so I will see you back when I get done putting all of this in. Okay. Alright. Now that we've got it all the way around the edge, I mean, you can see there's some spaces in here that we may need to fill, which is fine. But I wanted to show you how to put the mesh in the middle. Okay. So I'm going to take two pipe cleaners. Okay. I take my pipe cleaners and I use the ones that match with the color theme that I'm using. If you don't have that, that's fine. Use as close as you can as what you have. Also, I forgot to tell you, all the mesh that I used, I got at Craft Outlet. Okay? And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just like I did before. Just pull up on my mesh. Cut it. Okay, and I cut my pipe cleaners in half to make 4. Okay, so I scrunch it. And take a pipe cleaner. Now the reason why I fold it up like this is because if you don't, it's going to lay kind of flat. When you fold it over, it closes up this space that's down here, and then it'll stick up like that. Okay, and I just tie it to. Now we're going to have some gaps in here, but we'll fill those in. You don't want to see that, I mean, even though the customers don't really care what the base is, this is Halloween, so you don't want to see as much of the evergreen as you would if maybe it was a Christmas wreath. A little bit's okay, but, so let me show you. See how it looks like there's no space in there, right? And how flat it sits, like this. Okay? So, then once you pull it, see all that space right there. So you want to twist it to close in that gap and see how it sits up like that. Now I'm putting them this way. Now if you want to make this fuller, you can add another one to where it's going this way in the middle. Okay, but we're not going to do that. It doesn't really matter. I'm just basically trying to get it to where it gives it something to where my sign and my other focal point, which I'll show you, does not sink down in the middle. Just wrap it around here. I usually don't clean up the back of my wreath until I sell it. So, when I sell it, I'll trim the pipe cleaners in the back, or the wire, or whatever it is I'm using. I'll tuck in the pipe cleaners and stuff like that, so that way at least the back is somewhat cleaned up. I don't cover my back. I know some people like to cover it. You can use a placemat and zip tie them to the back if you want your back covered, but I don't do that on mine, and I've never once had a complaint. Knock on wood. Never once. It's going to be back against the door, so who cares? Right? That's just added work that you really don't need to add. But I know some people like to have that. Alright, so see how we got these big splotches of green? So we're going to go back around. Let's start up here. Okay. I'm going to go backwards. So I'm going to start with the black up here. When I say backwards, it means I'm just starting from the other end of the color that I started using. Let's start with the black right here. Now, if you need to know how far apart these are, again, I don't measure anything, but they are about 4 inches apart. I did measure it one time, just so I would have the measurements for y'all, but they are about 4 inches apart. I like my wreaths full. I had a lady one time, I posted a wreath on TikTok, on my TikTok page, and I put it as a Deco mesh wreath. Well, I put a lot of stuff in my wreaths, and she was like, where's the Deco mesh? Well, you could see little pieces of Deco mesh poking in and out of it, so she didn't really look at it. She just assumed there wasn't any. But yeah, sometimes, I want some of the mesh to show, and sometimes I don't as much. So, depending on what I put a lot of items in my wreath. I'm going to put the purple right here. Fuschia black. Let's see. I'll put the peach right there. So what I do is I go around the top and I start filling this in, and then I'll go around the side and see if there's any that we need to fill in as well. Sometimes these ties have to bury themselves. Put the fuchsia right there. Put a purple right there. There's a big gap right there. So what you could do, instead of doing it this way, so you could go around the bottom, go around the middle, then go around the top, and then fill it in that way. But I find I don't have to use as much mesh when I just go in and fill the gaps. So it's up to you how you want. It's your wreath. You make it look the way you want it to look. Let's see. I'll put a purple right there. This is why I do this before I start my lives, because you can see how redundant this is. It also makes it to where my lives are a little bit shorter. I wanted to put a purple right there. Yeah, let's put a purple right there. Actually, I'm going to put a purple right here. And then put a fuchsia right there. And I think we will be done. And I still have another, maybe 2 projects out of those 2 rolls of mesh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this tie, because there's a big gap right here, but I'm going to use the same tie. I'm going to untwist it. This one's going this way, and this one in this way, so they're crisscrossed. There. Okay. So then let me pan out so you can see. Full. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting in my. I'm going to kind of pull you up real quick. Hold on. I'm going to put you guys up a little bit higher so you can see what I'm doing. And then we're going to put in the sign and our other embellishment. It's a little surprise that I'm going to show you. And I will be right back. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That's a better angle. Okay. So, I'm going to show you how to, because these signs, Amy signs, I mean, you can get them with wires on them and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you how to attach pipe cleaners to these. I get mine without anything on the back because I never know where I'm going to put a sign, and I may need to put one up here and one up here. You know, it just depends. So first of all, let me kind of figure out where I want to put my items. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this one kind of down like this at an angle. And then I got something rather large. This is not awesome. This is a bat bow. I do make these. I do have these in my shop. This is a very large one. The one I make, this is a 24-inch from wingtip to wingtip. This, I do make this in my shop, but it's a 16-inch from wingtip to wingtip. So it's probably only about this big. Let me see, hold on. I can show you. So it would be from 16 is right here. So it would be this big instead, which is still a fairly big bow, but I want to kind of put this like this, and kind of put the sign up like this, because I made a couple little bats to match. Or they are so stupid cute. And I think I want to put this up a little bit higher. Put this up like this. So I've got a couple little bats. Like this one here and this one here. Because the way I do their eyes, which I wasn't planning on, is they're kind of looking up. So I want them kind of down here. Okay, so that's how we're going to start. And I did make these bats as well. I don't have them in my shop. I was just kind of testing them out to see. And you know what, I'm going to pick this up real quick just to make sure that's right on everything. Yes, okay. Because I also have some, I call it non-traditional ribbon because it's basically loops and tails that I've made out of fabric, and it's non-wired. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 black pipe cleaners. You can take pink, purple, orange, whatever, gold. Fold this in half. Okay, I'm going to take my handy dandy staple gun. Okay, it's in there. Come on, things falling on the floor. I just put a little glue right here. So what I'm going to do is probably twist these and let them sit, let the glue dry, get everything off the floor. Okay. Do the same thing with this one. Now I use the 1/4 inch staples for this because this is not very thick. It's wood, and you don't want it to go through the front. Now if you have, you know, like a 1/2 inch, which is fine, what I would suggest is take some felt and cover and cut it in little squares and just kind of glue them on here and stack it, and then put your pipe cleaner on here. It'll help keep it from going through the middle. Okay. This is a boss stitch, Stanley boss stitch, heavy duty. Let's see, I don't know what the serial number is. I got this at Lowe's, so you can get them at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, you know. I think they even have staple guns at Hobby Lobby, so you just have to look around. Okay, so I'm going to let those dry. Done with that. Sorry, I know that was rather loud. So let me kind of place these again because I want to put this in first. Now I'm going to have to add pipe cleaners to this because this is a little short, but okay, so I think I'm going to put this up here, like I said, right? And then put this like that. So I'm going to turn this around. So I'm going to take a pipe cleaner and cut this in half. And drink a coffee. Alright, it's early this morning. I started doing this tutorial at 6:30 this morning, so it's early here. I don't think it's even 7:30 here yet. Now, for those of you that, because this will be uploaded to my Facebook page and YouTube, so for those of you watching YouTube, if you would like to, I don't really do lives on YouTube, just because I get more of an audience on Facebook. I tried doing a live on YouTube a couple weeks ago and nobody showed up, so I figured, well, I'll just keep doing them on Facebook. So if you don't follow my Facebook page and you want to check out my lives, my Facebook page is, you can find it at M&B, see, sorry, my coffee hasn't kicked in yet, M&B Creations. Okay, so there's a few people on there at M&B Creations that might be on there, but if you type in M as in Mike, N as in Nancy, B as in Bravo, Creation, with no S at the bottom, or at the end, mine will come up. Or what you can do is you can go to my personal page at Michelle, M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E, Reed, R-E-I-D, and go to my About, see, that's not going anywhere. Go to my About Me section, and my business names will be there if you click on those. I've got two different businesses. I got a bridal business as well. That's why I say those. If you click on those, on the M&B Creations, it'll take you to my business page. Okay, and I will put, all my links are also below in the comments. Or not in the comments, but in the description as well. So, you don't have to do the roundabout. Alright, so I got this one, kind of like this. Signs on my nemesis, you guys. You don't want to pull it too tight to squishing all over your mesh, but you want it tight enough to where it looks like it's just sitting right on top. Okay? So, when I usually put all the flowers and stuff in, I put this on my easel, which I'm going to do. It's because I need a bird's eye view to see what's going on. So, I need to look. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so, we got all this in. It's looking pretty already. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the easel. And then we'll be right back and we will put all the embellishments in. Hello my friends. Okay, here we go. Isn't this cute? We're going batty. 'Tis the season for being batty. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these, you know what, I'm going to get a wire. I save, as a crafter we do these things, right? I'm gonna get a different wire. Okay. So what I'm gonna do with these, okay, I'm gonna make it to where it's like a pick. I'm gonna need some, show you how to make your own pick, so you get a little bonus. Okay, I'm just gonna take small piece of felt. Okay. Put them in little triangles. So I'm going to put some glue on here. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. My allergies are kicking my butt today. Okay, we're going to put it right in here. Let that sit for a second. And I'm going to end up cutting these, but I don't know how long I want it. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is just let me see down there. Put some glue right here. Put this here, right across. You guys can see what I'm doing. It'd be nice if I was on the camera, right? Glue ropes, okay, and then you've got your own pick, just like that. So keep your leftover wire. You never know when you might need them. I'm just going to let this sit right over here, and so I think I'm going to put this over here. That's okay, and these bend too, so which is nice. Okay, so again, I'm going to put some glue on here. Here, careful not to get it on your fingers. As we all know, that's painful. I'm just going to let that sit right over there. Let that dry. Okay? So, I made, it's not really ribbon. It's just like a padded fabric because it's not wired. Okay? If it was wired, I'd kind of make it ribbon. So, I made a couple tails. I don't know if you can see that really well. It's a purple background with a gold and velvet flocked bats. This is 14 inches long. It's got a stabilizer in it, a foam infusible stabilizer. So you can iron it on one side and it sticks to the fabric, and then you can sew it. Okay, these are sewn. I don't do anything like this with just glue because I don't think it lasts very long and it's not very professional. So, but you can put wire in each side and make it wired. I just chose not to because it's stiff enough to where it's going to hold its shape. Now I did make a loop as well. This is a yard, so this is 36 inches long and it's the same color. I did not dovetail the ends. Just because with it being so long, it was kind of a pain in the butt to do that. Now I am going to be starting to make my own ribbon, wired ribbon, but I haven't figured out how to record it yet on film, so I need to figure that out. So, and I don't even know if I'm going to show how to do that, but I am going to be making my own ribbon to put in my shop. Okay, so I just scrunch it in the middle, and we're going to kind of flip it up like this. This up here. I'm going to find a tie, and put it up like this. Now one thing that helps to make this stand up is you just tuck it down in there, just like that. Tails. Okay, and I do like one side a little bit shorter than the other, and then this side, I'm going to do the same thing. Go all the way down on my ties. Okay, and this is what I mean. And tuck it in. Isn't that pretty with the purple background? Now I got a yard of fabric, and I have enough to make 2 more. This is what, let me show you what the fabric looks like. I got it at Joann's, and then you can put whatever color fabric you want behind it. I wouldn't put black, honestly, because the bats are black. Okay? So see how it's see-through like that? So you can put any color you want. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't put black. But this is at Joann's, in their, where they have like their sequin fabric and all that. Okay. Put this one more up here. Kind of take that just a little bit more. There we go. Step back and take a look at it. Perfect. Okay. Now, what we're going to do with these, I'm going to show you how to do this on the side. Okay, so I'm going to move this. We're going to put this and scrunch it like this. Okay. And we're going to find some ties. Scrunch that down, and let's stick it up like that. So if it's scrunched up like this at the bottom, just pull it at the bottom. There we go. Okay. Then I'm kind of moving this around so you can kind of see. So that there. You want to kind of go down. more to the forefront, then you put a tail down here, just like that. Okay? Alright, so we're going to do that to the other side. Turn that a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to do this to the other side. Now, middle feather. So what I'm making is this tail is about 6.5 inches long from here to here. Okay, and you want to kind of go right over here and do the same thing. You want them even. Over a little bit more. Makes a big wreath. Makes a big wreath. Up a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to put in our little bats that we made. This is dry enough, I think. We're going to glue it to the back too, so. Alright, so I'm going to kind of cut this down. Need some more glue right there. I'm going to hold that for just a second. I love this sign. So cute. I noticed I was looking on Etsy for something, I can't remember what it was, and I noticed that somebody had made a wreath attachment that matches this bat on this sign. It's $65. I don't know. I didn't look to see how big it is, but it's on Etsy. I think it's with, I think it's with this Precious Mess. So, let's see, I'm going to kind of put this in like this. Little ears. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I kind of bent it this way, so it gives it some feet, and then I'm going to put some glue back here. perfectly so this doesn't get everywhere. Okay, I'm going to hold this. Glue webs everywhere. He's so cute. Okay, I'm going to kind of hold him for a second. You guys don't know my me. It's like I said it earlier, I don't even have any makeup on yet, so still drinking coffee. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think he's in there. I'm just going to glue him to this mesh right here. Just glue him to the mesh. Don't really want him going anywhere. And the fabric on these wings match this fabric. So the smaller bat wing that I have, or the bat bow that I have, oh, that didn't stay on there very well, did it? Is $45. That's weird. That happened. Weird. I hate glue webs. I really do. Drive me crazy. Stick to my nails. Why that couldn't have done, but alright. This is a faux leather, so sometimes there we go. So what I can do, I'll show you a little trick. When you have a little bit of glue like that that's showing, take your lighter right up next to the glue, and it comes right off. Ta-da! Okay, so, yep, he's not going anywhere. Now, let's do him. This back here. This up in here. I want him right here. So, this. And I'll shape like that so I can stick it right there. I always place my stuff first, just to make sure that's where I want it. Right back here. And hold him for a minute. I was going to wire these wings, but I decided not to. And that's a lot of work for these little tiny wings. I'm just going to fluff him out. Put a little bit of glue right there on the corner of that sign. We're going batty. You could even add a little bit of white in here. I'm not going to add any white just because I want the words on the sign to just pop. There are some little white flowers in here. There's little tinges of gold. There's hearts with little skeletons on them, so you could put skellies in here. Let's see what else is in here. There's black leaves. You can put black. There's white bats. There's little gold hearts. So you can take a lot of different things from this sign. There's so many colors going on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Pretty. I like it. It's big. Okay, so I'm going to take... Alright. Let me put a little bow right there. I'm going to do a big one. So I'm going to take some fuchsia Dupioni ribbon that I got from Papermart. Okay. And this is a pink and orange ombre. They call it like a orange style ribbon because it's not very, the wire is very small. This I got from, it's an Offray ribbon, so I believe I got this on Etsy, but Offray is a brand that Joann's carries, so you might find that at Joann's. I don't know, I've had that for a couple years, so. But you could use any orange or pink or gold, black, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to take my Dupioni, and I'm going to, see how this frays really bad? I'm going to cut the end of that, and what I'm going to do, so I'm going to fold up the end like this. Okay, I'm going to fold up the end like this. I'm not going to dovetail the ends because of the way it frays like that. I'm not saying it's a bad ribbon. It's really pretty good quality ribbon, but some ribbons will have this, I don't know, it's got a material on the inside that makes it fray like that. Okay, so I'm going to pinch it. I'm not going to make the tails very long. This is how I do my hand bows. So I pinch it. The loop is about 6.5 inches long. Okay, so what I do is I hold it with my left hand. As I'm pulling up with this hand, I'm turning at the same time with my left hand. Okay? Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. Do the bunny ear test, make sure it's even. Okay. This one will probably dovetail, but twist it. Twist it. On your test. This one's a little long. Alright, now what do you do? And I put it directly in my tie. When they want to cooperate. My ties are not wanting to cooperate today. There we go. Seems, even though I did the test, this one seems longer. So I'm just going to pull it up. There we go. Oops. Oops. Because normally I don't have as much problem with ribbon. There we go. I'm going to flower or something in the middle of that. I hate cobwebs. I'm going to dovetail this. So when I mean dovetail, it wasn't a very good dovetail with it. You take your ribbon and you cut it up at an angle. You can see that, but there we go. There we go. I don't want to go down there. Let's go up here. This ribbon is really irritating me. There we go. There, we have a little bit of a bow. So I'm going to kind of put some tails around the side. You know what, I'm going to try, it looks like it could be stable if I dovetail. I think it should be okay. So I'm going to take, basically, do like 14 inches. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to put some tails around the side. So I'm just cutting them and then dovetailing them. So let me show you on this because it's easier. See how you fold it? It's a pretty dovetail. Okay. I'm just making a dovetail just like I did with those at the top. Okay, I'll put over here on the side. Just kind of peeking out on the side. Let's do the same thing on this side. Make it up 15 inches on this side. And we'll be pretty much done with the ribbon. So you can see, not much ribbon is used in this, just a little bit. So if you have some leftover ribbon, I just say leftover ribbon, that you don't know what quite to use it with, this would be a good opportunity because you're not using much ribbon. This one goes directly across. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting it in a tie. Just like that. Okay. So we got a little ribbon sticking out the side. A little bow. Now I know my tutorials can be a little long sometimes, and I apologize for that, but I am very detailed, and I like everything in a specific place, and so I take my time. But at any time, you can always fast forward to the next step if you get bored. Okay? Alright. Looking good. Okay, so let's put in some flowers. Okay, so I've got plethora of flowers over here. I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I got some fuchsia. All these flowers came from Hobby Lobby. Got some of these fuchsia flowers. These are $9.99. I always get my flowers at 50% off. The number on this one is 120873. It's a fuchsia color. I like it because you get basically 3 flowers on one. Okay. Then I've got 3 of these kind of blush pink roses, which match perfect. These are all $5.99 at 50% off, and this is 1737840. Then I thought these were really pretty. And I got 3 of these. These are $4.99, and then you get 50% off of that. Number's 587568. And I got some purple roses. This one is $6.99. I got them at 50% off. The number's 210146. Pretty. Alright, so let's see where I want to put this. Got a lot of purple going on here, so I think I want to put some around the edges. I'm going to put one here with the purple. It'll be, well, I've already got purple in here, so let me do this. Let's do the fuchsia right there. So I'm just cutting the heads off. That doesn't sound very good. Cutting the flower off. Okay. I'm just going to stick right there. Ooh, that pops. I'm using the bigger flowers first, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these off so I can get this off my table. Okay, if you guys are looking for some good cutters, these are awesome. These are my favorite. These are Kinepex. You can get these. I got these on Amazon. This one is the, I think it's 8-inch. Yep, this is the 8-inch. Okay, and then I'll cut these off. I tell you what, these save my hand. Put that down even more. It'll cut some of the biggest stems. Because I've got a regular pair of wire cutters, and they don't do these justice. Okay, so I got one there. I'm going to put one right down. I'm going to put one right over here. I usually do things in 3s. It's either 2 or 3. I rarely do it in 1 or 4. I don't know what it is with 2 and 3. It just kind of seems to work better. Although I did a Valentine's. I did a Halloween wreath the other day with 1 ornament in it, and it still worked out really well. I'm gonna tuck this down. But I'm going to put a purple one up there. This is too big. I like it there. I like it with all those colors because it matches this sign perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put this purple one up here. Now, let's see here. I got one there. Let's do some up here. I'm going to do some of these at the top and at the bottom. So with a bud. I'm going to leave the leaves on them. The webs are driving me crazy. Okay. And then I'll have one left. Let me put it right there. I use Gorilla Glue. Alright, I'm going to cut that because it doesn't want to cooperate. That. Sorry, I know that makes a lot of noise. There we go. Okay. Now I'll get this one wet. I'm going to kind of cut this a little bit. Don't want it so long that it sticks out the other side. Okay. And this one, yeah, it just pops against that black. Love it. I'm going to cover up all these little, see how this little heart right here, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but these little gold hearts have little skeletons in the middle. So cute. Oh, I did not notice that. There's a little tag down here. It says "Eat Me" on it. It's like an Alice in Wonderland type thing. I did not see that. How funny is that? Okay, now, let's see. I'm going to put one purple on each side. I'm wondering, instead, before I add any more flowers, if I should put the greenery in first. That way I can kind of figure out where I need more flowers. So I got this bush at Hobby Lobby. It's really $16.99, and the number is 402198. Again, I got it on sale at 50% off. I like these because he's got these little lavender flowers on them. Now these I'm going to cut. You can cut these in two and get more out of them. Okay, these are pushers. Now when you cut them down here for the second part, these will pop off. So what you need to do is you need to put some glue right here at the top. Push it all the way up. Let it sit so it doesn't come off. Okay? So I'm going to put this one at the top. See how they come off? Gotta be careful. Okay. Let that one dry. This one's probably going to have more mesh in it than showing than most, but it's fine. I love the look of the black and the fuchsia and the peach and the purple. It matches the sun perfect. Okay. This one. And you could take some black sprays and put it in here. That'd be really pretty. Okay. This one a little bit longer, but that's okay. That's quite alright. I'm gonna put some here. You don't want to forget about the sides either. Now you want to make sure you're placing your greenery before you put it in. I know I'm not, but I've done this a while, so I know kind of where I need them. If I'm not real sure, I will place it before I glue it in, like right here. Like that right there. Another glue stick. Okay. But when you're concentrating, sometimes you just need to concentrate, right? Right. Okay, so I'm going to put one down here. I think this is a eucalyptus. I'm not real good on the names of greenery and stuff like that, or flowers, but I think this is a eucalyptus. This whole thing. Let's see if I I'm gonna put that smaller one there. That little bat's not going nowhere. And I'll fluff out his face. You know, just kind of pull his hair down. Like that. I'll fluff him out. There we go. He's so cute. Okay, so then let's put like this one. Like right there. And then once I put some of this greenery in, I can kind of figure out where I want to put some more of the flowers. Let's see here. webs, glue webs, glue webs. Alright, let's see here. I want this one. Right here. You can see some of the greenery, or some of the pine needles right there. Sorry. Let's see if I put this right here. I like that right there. You know, you want to make sure that when you're placing stuff in here that you don't really want to cover up the sign. You just want to kind of clean so you can still see the stuff at the bottom. I did not realize that little sign said "Eat Me" on it until just now. That is hilarious. I made to Miss Amy to put something Alice in Wonderland in there. That girl breaks me up. Amy from Babam Wreaths. Her signs are amazing. She also sells, you know, wreaths as well, and wreath supplies. So make sure you check her out. It's babamwreaths.com, and her shop, her site is connected to Etsy. So if you check out on her website, it actually checks you out on Etsy. So her website's done through Etsy, so it connects it, which is nice. Okay, let's see here. This one right here. Okay. I'm going to start going around to the other side. Perfect. I think I'm going to cut all of these. That way, save some time. So you can fast forward through this part if you want. All I'm going to be doing is cutting these and gluing them. It won't take me too long, but you can always fast forward through this if you want. Oh. I'm going to put the glued ones over there so I remember. So on, today is the, I think the 14th of July. Holy cow, it's already the 14th of July. Which is a Thursday. And so on Monday, I do my lives on Mondays on my Facebook page at 6 p.m. So, and if you want a reminder on my lives, I always put them as an event on my page. And if you put that you're interested in going or you're going to go, it'll give you a reminder that you have an upcoming event coming. So that way you don't miss it. And again, they're always at Monday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that would be, let's see, 6. So that would be 5 p.m. Pacific Time. I thought I had 4 of these on here. That's okay. 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, I will have my link to my Facebook page below in the description, so you can go directly from that link and follow my page. And make sure, if you're on YouTube, that you like and share, and also subscribe if you want to get notifications of new videos. I also do put information in the community section, so you'll get information of that as well. And then if you want to be put on our mailing list, You can go to my website at www.mnb-creations.com. My link will also be in the description below. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get notifications. Okay, let's take some of these and put them around the side. Let's see. Oh, you want to go in there. Here. We're cooking with gas. I love, love, love putting greenery in my wreaths. This one here. I kind of like to make them match on the other side, from one side to the other. I mean, I'm very, I don't know, maybe it's my OCD kicking in. I'm very matchy-matchy, but sure you can see that. Okay. Alright, let's see here. I'll put more inside. And we do have some bat sprays to put in here too, so that'll be cute. I'm just going to spread this apart. There we go. I'm going to be putting some flowers in here, so let me do that. Let me put some more flowers in here, and then I can put more. Oh, I do see the new one right up there. There we go. Okay, that's better. Alright, you always want to stand back and take a look at it. A little bit of that left, so let's add some flowers. Let's see, we got a big purple one. Let's add the other two purple. So I'm going to put one on each side. I'm going to keep these a little long just because I want to make sure that you can see them from the side. And these also bend a little bit. Stuck on that lip. There. Let's put this one right here. You can see that from the other side. Okay. It's like I find the spot to put it, and it doesn't want to go there. But you're going there. What is it catching on? Nerves. So this easel that I have my wreath on is basically just a painter's easel that you put on your desktop. And I took just like a regular coat hanger and attached it to the top. And I like it because the back of it can go up and down, and it can go back and forth, which makes it nice. So this one, like right here. Make sure my ribbon tails are still showing. tall. You may not see this purple flower on the side, but when people go to look at it, because they look at a wreath from all angles, okay, that's why you want to make sure that you have your sides done as well. These tails over here are not pretty. Okay. So I'll go over here and go, oh, there's a flower over here. And go over here. So people do see the other side. Okay, so let's put in the pink ones. And then we'll put the orange in, we'll put the bats in, and we'll be done. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and cut these. Keeping them kind of long because I don't know where I'm putting them yet. Love those. Those are very antique, shabby chic looking. Love them. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put one right here. That right here. I think I want to put more of the orange in the middle. I'm going to keep this kind of long because I want this one over here and one over here. Yep. That's what I want. This one. This one right up here. Make sure the stem will go all the way down there. Okay, you can see that peeking out right there. Alright, so let's put these orange ones in. Alright, let's see. So we got... I'm just going to go ahead and cut these off now. Cut the jack with them later. I'm not going to use these leaves. I don't like them. So I asked Hobby Lobby, the manager at Hobby Lobby is the one I always go to, about why they always stick the stem or the sticker up here. I mean, why can't they put it way down here where we don't use it? He goes, well, we actually don't put them on there, corporate does. I'm like, yeah, that figures. That figures. Sometimes it's so hard to get these stems off, or the stickers off. It's like, so I got 4 of these. I wasn't sure. I was going to get 3, but I'm like, and I just had this feeling I needed to get 4. So I didn't. There's really no rhyme or reason other than I just had a feeling. When you have a gut feeling about something, go with it. 9 times out of 10, it's usually the right choice. Okay. All right. Now, I do want to put one right here. I'm going to cut this down more. This one here. Now, cut this one down even more. this one over here. Okay, I got a little bit of everything right there. I've got a purple, I've got the fuchsia, I got the orange. Put one of these up here. And then this one right here. It's going there. It doesn't want to, but it's going there. It's going right there. You're going there. The flowers are fighting me today. I'm gonna put this one on this side. I win every time. Let's see. So for that line coming down here. There. Okay. And I want a little, cut this down. I should have placed it instead of just trying to figure it out, but there we go. I knew the area that I wanted it, but that's where I wanted it. I didn't want it right here because there's a flower right there, but I needed something right there. Right there. Alright, I'm going to cut this one. And place it right down here. Two orange over there. I'm going to cut this one down. Let's do orange. And we'll do one over here. Okay, that looks beautiful. I'm going to put some more greenery in. It looks like I need a little bit more on each side. This is why I left a little bit of this green because I'm like, I don't think I need all of it in right at the moment, but I know I'm going to need some somewhere. Okay, one more. Let's see, I think I want it up here at the top. Hold on just a second, let me take a look. need it right up there. Somewhere. So, there we go. There, that's better. Okay, there we go. There. I wish I would have made this though a little bit longer. Let's pull it up a little bit. No, that's as far as it's gonna go. That's okay. That's okay. Just make sure it's showing. That side's just a tad longer than this side, but that's okay. Alright, let's put the bats in, and then we'll be done. So I got these at Craft Outlet. I knew I'm gonna put 3 in. I got like 3 or 4 of these. I think I'm only gonna use the one. This one's different. Oh, I like this one. It's got the sprays in it. So this one, it's got 3 different bats. This one's got 2 different sizes and color hues. They're all the same, that's okay. Now I'm going to be making another Halloween wreath that I'm going to be collaborating with Originals by JAH, and so I'll be using some of those bats for that. And I don't know if I'm going to be using the spray yet. I may just save the spray for something else. In fact, I think I know I will, because I'm going to want to save it for my upcoming collaboration, I think. I'm so excited for it too. So excited. Okay. And these bend. Let's see. I think I want one like right here. I'm going to cut this a little bit. Got kind of a funky looking face, doesn't it? Bats. We got bats. I'll put one over here on this side. Come on. Get in there. There. Got a bat on that side. Got little bats everywhere. It's getting a little batty. I think I'm going to put one at the top. I've got 2 bats down here, so I got one there, over here, and then one at the top. Oh, come on. There we go. In there. Okay. There it is, y'all. There it is. Oh, I want that down more. That's hiding my tails. If I have to, I'll cut it. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut it. Because it's not cooperating. It will go there. It will. There. Wish me Christmas. Okay. There it is, y'all. And all its glory. There's blue webs out of it. I don't know where the yellow feather came from, but okay. There we go. I don't know. What do you guys think? Looks so pretty. I love it. I think it turned out really gorgeous. So remember to like and comment, and also share and subscribe. So this will be in my Etsy shop today. After this live, I'm gonna go take some pictures, and it'd be nice to have a little tiny flower right there, but I don't think I have one. You know what? Hold on, I do have something I can put right there. Get out of my way. It's not the same kind of flower, but it's the same color as that. I got these at Hobby Lobby too. I just needed something, I just noticed in mid-sentence, sorry. I needed something right there. Here, okay. I wanted you to still see that part right there. Although, I need to put this one right here. Okay, done. I promise. Okay, so I don't remember what I was saying, but anyway, oh, this will be in my Etsy shop later on this afternoon. I'm thinking this will be $175. Normally something this big with these big attachments and stuff like that would be about $210, but seeing how I made the attachments, so it would be a little bit more cost effective. So this would be about $175 in my shop. That does include free shipping. I do free shipping on anything over $35. And this does come zip tied in the box, so it does not move while shipping. Alright, y'all. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I will answer any questions that you have. Thank you for coming and watching my video. I hope it helps you learn some new techniques and something different to do. I hope you enjoy your day. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye!